So you want to learn how to win a Facebook argument every single time? Don't have one. Don't start one. Don't join one. Just don't do it. Hello world and welcome to my YouTube. As people fighting evil, that's you and me, it's important that we're calling out people when they're being jerks. But if we're taking our goal of a better world seriously, we actually have to think about what we're trying to accomplish when we do that. See, if a Facebook argument happened in real life, it would be like if you and someone you knew both woke up on the wrong side of the bed that morning. So like, you're not your best happy self, you're like a bad version of yourself. You're in a not good place. And you know that that person was being a jerk, so you see him on the street and you're like,
hey, you're being a jerk.
but guess what? Everybody else on the street also knows that person. Do you really think that person's gonna be like,
oh, you know what? I'm so sorry. I now see the error in my ways. I'm clearly misguided and you clearly respect me, so let's just both grow from this and be happy.
no, that's not what would happen, and that's not what happens in Facebook arguments. In Facebook arguments, everybody brings a brick wall made of their preconceived opinion, and then they just duke it out. And sometimes a bunch of other people jump in with their brick walls of opinions that are like slightly different, and suddenly you've built yourself like an octagon made of everyone's brick walls, and everyone's having like an MMA battle inside of it. See, there's something about social media that creates a different version of ourselves, and we interact in different ways than we would in real life. And that's totally fine as long as we're aware of it. Facebook arguments are when we take that different version of ourselves and go to battle with the different version of people that we actually have real relationships with outside of Facebook. And while it might be a good way to take out our frustrations in the short term, in the long term, all it does is create more division and reaffirm the beliefs that everybody already held about the opposing position. So you're watching my YouTube and I'm assuming that you're on board with creating a better world with me. So what are we gonna do? The key lies in the relationships that we already have with people outside of Facebook. If you see someone post something and you really have a problem with it, message them, text them, call them, have a video chat, or even meet up in person. The point is, it's not about the issue, it's about how that issue relates to that other person and how that issue relates to you. By getting out of the public arena and the Facebook comments and actually leveling with that person, you can remind each other that you're individuals and you can drop all the talking points that you studied up on and be like, this is where I'm at with this. This is why I care about this. This is what I care about. Having a serious, private, and personal conversation can seem really weird and uncomfortable, but if you care about the issues and making the world a better place as much as you pretend to when you're angry in Facebook arguments, it's worth it. Because where Facebook arguments are self-serving and short-term, having real conversations with people, which is often a lot harder and hurts a lot more, is way more worth it in the long haul. As an example, during the election, someone I'm Facebook friends with posted something about how DJT the ratings machine wasn't actually as anti-LGBT as everyone made him seem. Now, I had already seen the article and I knew that it was a lie, and it did a lot to dismiss the real threats that that presidency has currently towards the LGBT community. I could have commented and been like, yo, this is wrong, you're an idiot. Or that's how it would have come off regardless of what I said. All I would have done is probably reaffirm what that person already believes about Trump, that they're great and everybody misunderstands him, and probably make them think that I'm like crazy and out there and an extremist and just like not willing to listen to whatever, because that's how people feel about their own beliefs and other opposing views all the time. What I could have done instead is message that person and be like, hey, I saw that you posted this thing and I really appreciate that you're showing solidarity with the LGBT community. It actually means a lot to me because I didn't know that you cared that much. I just wanted to let you know that that's actually not true, and this is why, and do it in a really friendly way, and blah blah blah. The point is, I could have leveled with that person and deepened our relationship moving forward, which is what we need in this fight, instead of creating more division via a Facebook argument. Personally though, I navigate this issue by not really engaging with most things on Facebook and only posting about my own stuff. I don't even go to facebook.com, I go to facebook.com/JessePettibone because that's where I am. I do this one because I think social media is a really great way to share information and not a really great way to have complex, deep, and productive discourse around the issues that are important to us. 2, because I'm focusing on having those tough conversations with my friends and family around me, the people that I see throughout the week in my actual life, because I know that there's a lot of work to be done there, but it's a huge payoff in the end, and the little bit that I've done so far has allowed me and my family to understand and support each other in ways I never could have imagined. And 3, because I use Twitter to get my news, not Facebook. I'm not trying to tell people how to take out their frustrations, but if you're joining my YouTube community, I hope that you'll take the time to reflect on what you really want to accomplish and how we can kick some real ass together. And if you're wondering how to get started, I made some templates based on my personal experiences and some conflict resolution classes. They're just outlines that you can use in texts or phone calls or in-person conversations, and you can find them on my website. The link is in the description below. Just remember that we know each other as individuals, not as talking points or a collective representation of an entire political party, and we probably really just want what's best for each other. Probably. Unless your friend identifies with the alt-right, in which case just cut them out and don't waste your energy, but hey, that is a different video entirely. If this video was helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions or want some advice or just want to continue this conversation, you can hit me up in the comments here on YouTube or on Facebook. Also, I challenge you to share this video with one of your friends who gets in a lot of Facebook arguments and try to have a conversation about it. And of course, don't forget to subscribe because we're only just getting started. Good luck, comrades. Just like, want to go back to how things were before we got in a Facebook argument. Have you lost someone you love to the alt-right? That's a conversation that hurts. So you want to learn how to win a Facebook argument every single second? This video was how, what? I'll just let you finish scratching, it's fine, don't even worry about it. I'm not in the middle of a video. Yeah, take your time, please. Please.